Hey, welcome back to Kult of Athena's YouTube channel. I'm your host, Tom. Today we're looking at the Taza main Gauche, which is a Spanish design Gauche. And this is in the pairing dagger category. Take a look at some specs, up close looks, and a little bit of movement with rapier and dagger so you can see how this was used. All right, check it out. First impressions on this one and intention of use. This is going to be in assistance with primarily a rapier, but it could be really any side sword or anything that's relative to that, where you'd see a Spada daga or sword and dagger like this. So some unique things, so let's go over just the overall first looks at it. I've already trained with it. I've trained with it quite a bit actually for rapier and dagger over the last couple of weeks. I've been integrating that in my training. So with the Gauche, we can see there's a massive amount of hand protection on the outside of the hand. We have a cross in order to protect the hand from blades sliding down, from your hand being struck on the outside. This is really highly decorated. This is a Spanish designed one. There's also a Taza rapier. I did not get sent that one for this box, so I'm hoping for the next box, for next month's reviews, I can go ahead and pair the Taza rapier with the Taza main Gauche. So this is in the pairing dagger category, so I'll put it in the right hand for right now just so you can see the scabbard. The scabbard comes with 2 belt loops, so you can wear this one if you chose for Renaissance fairs, reenactments, cut testing, things like that. So this is wood cord and it's leather wrapped, so it's not just leather alone. There's a wood core to it, so you don't have to worry about cutting your fingers or anything like that. If I set this guy down for right now, this being in assistance with a sword in the right hand, this is not something you would really see primarily where it would just be used with the right hand. Couple reasons why. One thing is just the time period. The time period where this was used, you were going to see rapier and dagger. You see this in a lot of different Italian manuals. You see in the Spanish manuals. You see it all over with rapier and dagger, where the dagger or the daga is in assistance. It's assisting what the rapier is going to do, which is primarily thrust. There's also cut in there as well. So looking at the Gauche, the interesting thing is, other than just the fact that it has this massive amount of hand protection on the outside, is that this is not gripped either in a hammer grip and it's not gripped in a saber grip, because you really can't. Even if you went modified saber grip, it looks really awkward and you don't really have the same manipulation that you would if you were to grip it with the thumb out. So it looks really weird if you've never seen that before. But having the thumb out is going to keep the tip forward to control the center. I can change elevations, I can go around and use this to assist whatever sword I have in the right hand. If I'm to, based on the way this is made, and this is a pretty highly specific pairing dagger, there's other Italian and English ones where and German, you'll just see a ring and you'll see an S guard, where rather than this being straight, you'll see one side wave up and one side wave down. Still in the pairing dagger category, but this is really so somebody can't cut your hand or ride it down to a draw cut, which you can see from the side. If I have this holding in the center and I have the rapier in extended position, or if I go, because I don't want to thrust my camera, there's a lot of protection here for the outside of the hand. Obviously you're not going to hold it like this, because now thumb side is in an awkward position, and it really makes no sense. There's no advantage to having the thumb out. So the thumb is going to be in, closing the center, and using this to parry on different elevations. And although it looks strange, it may look strange to you from the third-person perspective, it's actually really comfortable. That's really how to grip it. There's some unique things I didn't know about it before until maybe about a year and a half ago. And then training with it too, it's very stable in the hand, whether you're changing elevation, where you're coming around, and just presenting the thrust. Another unique thing about this, other than the shell, which this is something you see in a lot of Spanish daggers or Spanish main Gauche, even though Gauche means left hand in French, so they borrow from each other. But even with this as well, there's also a unique design on the back of this. This is not just decoration, which you're going to see more up close looks. These ridges in here are intended, sorry Kingston Arms, are intended to grab the blade. So when you do parry it, it's impossible to show absolutely correct right now, but when this is out, you can then lock that in. It's not going to get stuck per se, it's not actually magnetized, but you can have that assist in directing their blade away and directing the tip away, either with the actual edge itself, or if you are on the back of the blade, you can use that to direct and bite into the edge, which it actually does work. Is it novelty? Not really. It's a tertiary, at best, design with the actual ridges on the back, but it's clever. So, especially because that can slow things down, redirect the blade. You might slap that out of the way, and that might open up your opportunity to get your main weapon in to close the engagement. I don't know. Overall length, 18.25 inches. Blade length, 12 and 5/16 inches. The weight is 1 pound, 1 ounce. Edge is slightly sharpened. Width of the blade is 28.7 millimeters. Thickness, 5.9 millimeters down to 3.2 millimeters. Pommel is threaded. Point of balance is 1/4 of an inch from the guard. Grip length is 4 inches. Blade steel is a 1566 high carbon steel, and this one is manufactured by Hanwei. Okay, now that we took a look at some up close looks of this one, got a first impression on the main gauche, the Taza main gauche, just how much protection there is, the unique design of the ridges on the back of this, and also just the overall craftsmanship and the shell. Let's take a look at a couple techniques. A couple techniques on rapier and dagger where the arm is extended, a couple where the arm is bent, where the gauche is assisting the conclusion with the rapier. Let's take a look at that. Hey, so thanks for joining me for this quick review on the Taza main gauche from Hanwei. Take a look at this one on the website by clicking the link in the description below this video if you want to buy this one today and add to your collection. This is obviously, definitely someone who is training in rapier and dagger, Italian, or even obviously Spanish swordsmanship, this being a Spanish designed gauche. And if you want something a little bit more unique for your rapier and dagger training, you might want to pick this one up, add it to your collection. I'm Tom, your host here for Kult of Athena's YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram if you don't already, and I'll see you in the next one.